Hello, welcome to Inspire Learning. Today we're going to be learning how to make an egg carton bird feeder for your garden. So this is one I made earlier. Say that. And you can see it's filled with lots of goodies. I've got suet, I've got peanuts in here, I've got regular birdseed. And this is made from half an egg carton and a little piece of wool. So we're going to get started. Start off with an ordinary egg carton. This one is for half a dozen eggs, but you can use an egg carton of any size and you can chop it up, or you can make a particularly large bird feeder if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. So we'll start off with taking a pair of scissors. These aren't particularly sharp, they don't need to be. I'm just going to cut along the natural fold and hinge in the egg carton like so. That's one side. So I'm now left with this part here that the eggs go in. Now you can see here, two holes are already pre-existing, in this egg carton. But a lot of them don't have these already, so if you do need to make a hole, there's very simple ways you can do it safely. So you can start off, you can use a pencil, and you can lay your egg carton face down on, in this case I'm using a tea towel, and press the sharp end of the pencil into the cardboard quite a few times to make that hole. If you don't want to use a tea towel, you can always use an ordinary towel. Of course, you can always, this is a innard of a cushion that I had already, so you can lay it face down again, pushing through. This is so you don't damage your furniture, damage your table. Don't do it on anything like your leg or anybody else's leg. Another thing you can use a Phillips screwdriver. This isn't particularly sharp. Again, make sure you do it on a tea towel. You can do it on a normal towel. You can do it on a cushion. Anything that's soft. And the last thing you can also use is something called a bradawl. This is really used for making holes in wood. So you can use this, but it will damage the fabric of anything underneath. So if I were you, I would stick with a pencil, sharpen it, very gently work your way through. We've created two holes. Okay, fantastic. Next, we're going to take some wool. I'm going to use wool, but also you can use string. You can use shoelaces if you wanted to. You can, but in this case, I'm going to use wool. I'm going to use green wool. It'll blend in nicely with the garden. And I'm going to need, I think, approximately a metre of wool. So I'm going to get my tape measure, take the end of my wool. This is approximate, so it's rough. It doesn't have to be absolutely 100% accurate. So I'm just going to get my tape measure and measure out a metre of wool. Okay, 60, 70, 90, 100 centimetres. So 100 centimetres is a metre. So that's just over 39 inches. That's perfect. Just keep my finger where it is. Gently lower this tape measure because they do snap back. Again, take my scissors, cut the wool to one side. Now this bit can be a little bit fiddly. It doesn't really matter what direction you do it in, but I'm going to start by pushing my wool end. You can see that. Push my wool end through one of the holes, gently feeding it through. It's coming out the other side, just. So I'm going to keep feeding. As soon as I've got my fingers on it, another centimetre or so. Going. There we go. I'm going to pull it through, like so. And I'm going to feed it underneath and through the other edge of the egg carton. So I can see the hole's not particularly big, so I'm just going to use my pencil, make it a little bit bigger, make it a little bit easier for me to thread. So push the wool down gently, like trying to feed spaghetti into something. And down we go, down we go, down we go. Is it coming through? It's going to be awkward. There we go. So I'm going to take my pencil and again gently help guide it through the hole. Okay, voila, and bring it through. Okay. Now that's fine as it is. I could finish it off there, but I don't want to. I want to make it a little bit stronger. I have squirrels in my garden, and the squirrels sometimes jump on the bird feeder and it falls off the bush that it's on. So I want to make this a little bit stronger, and that's why I cut off a metre. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pass it through the hole like so. There we go. Push it down with my pencil, guide it down very, very gently with fingers out of the way. Use my pencil again. Gently, gently, gently push it through. See my fingers out of the way. Okay, excellent. Got it. Wonderful. Fabulous. There we go. There we go. And now I'm just going to throw it through the other side again, like so. A bit frayed now. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I push it into the bottom of the egg carton. Push it through. Push it through. Now, you can of course paint your egg cartons all sorts of fabulous colours if you wanted to. Absolutely nothing stopping you doing that whatsoever. Make sure that the paint isn't going to be toxic to birds. Okay, there we go. So you can see I've doubled up on my string. So now I'm just going to tie a knot, two ends. There we go, one knot. I'm going to do it again, double knot. And I'm going to do it one more time for good measure. Fantastic, there we go. There we go. Please bear in mind that these aren't going to be waterproof. So when it does start to rain, they will start to break down. And then you can, of course, compost the egg box or you can put it in the recycling. I compost mine. I haven't tried varnishing them. I'm assuming the varnish would soak into the paper, but you know, I always think have a go, have a paint, have a try, see what happens. Just make sure it's not toxic to wildlife. Okay, so now so got my egg carton all ready to be filled up, nice and secure. Okay, so I'm going to start with some regular birdseed, and I'm just going to spread that out. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to put birdseed in one compartment, nuts in the other, so it's another. I want the weight to be evenly distributed throughout, so it doesn't lean to one side. So I'm just going to start off by sprinkling in some birdseed into all the compartments. Messy, it doesn't matter. Fantastic. Now I've got here some nuts for the birds, specifically 4 birds. So again, I'm going to sprinkle a few into each of these compartments. There we go. Turn that around. 5, 6, half a dozen. Just feel the weight, make sure it's not too heavy. Okay, so I'm going to add some suet pellets now. And these are suet pellets with insects. Again, specifically designed and made for birds. So I'm just going to sprinkle, again, a handful into each of these. One more. Feel the weight? Okay, feels okay. So I'm going to finish off with a few more of these sprinkles. A few more bird seeds. I've got sunflower seeds in here as well. There's peanuts in here. A wonderful, wonderful assortment. Fantastic. Again, feel the weight. Make sure it's sturdy. Make sure it's not going to break. Of course, if a squirrel lands on this and starts trying to eat from it, it probably will break, but it doesn't matter because you can always make another one. Again, this is great because these are things that we have around the house generally. Most people just recycle cardboard, these egg boxes, or they compost them, and that's absolutely fine. But this is another way to use them. And also, you're helping the wildlife. You're feeding those birds. We've got lots of baby birds around at the moment, and they've got to eat too. So this is a wonderful way to feed them. So I've now got my two wonderful egg box bird feeders, and I'm going to hang them outside next to my normal bird feeder and see if I can attract any fantastic wildlife. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy making these.